What's going on, everybody? Eric Lindquist at Stochastic here on the Odd Chopper channel, coming to you with another edition of Ladies, Leans, Likes, and Locks NBA Game 5. Hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell. Goes a long way for me on this video. Goes a long way for you. That way you become a prize whenever great content is going live here at our little neck of the YouTube woods. Game 4, lost a half unit, ended up having one on the Jokic triple-double. Well, 1.5 on the Jokic triple-double. Had one on Denver, and they just covered every number you could possibly imagine, including the one that we're looking at before us here. -9, Denver Nuggets at home, looking to close it out. I'm going to go through everything that happened there in Game 4, talk you through the ins and outs of it. First of all, if this is the very last NBA show that I'm going to be doing for you until October, that's wild to think about. Just wanted to say thank you to everybody. The kind comments, the mean comments, you know what? Your comments all the same. I appreciate the feedback. I appreciate mostly the love that I've been getting from all of you. 99% of you guys out there in the old Twitter streets, in the YouTube comment streets. Can't say thank you enough. I love doing this content. I love helping you and teaching you the things that I think have made me as successful, better over the course of the last 7 to 8 years, 7.5 years. Quick little math there for you, but I'm still going to be funny and ridiculous. Think that I'm funny and ridiculous over in the MLB Lindy's video. Go check that one out every single Monday through Friday. Home run props have been flying off the wall. We've been losing some -150 money lines for no reason whatsoever. You know, typical baseball stuff. So looking forward to having you all over there. But my heartfelt thank you. Can't tell you enough how much it means to me that you guys are tuning in every single day. Enough of the nice stuff. BetMGM, we also got to fire that one up for sure. If you guys have signed up for DraftKings Sportsbook, FanDuel Sportsbook, this is a great third sportsbook, mainly because they have a couple of great offers. One, you're going to use promo code OS Insider, and you're going to get yourself 2 months of free Odd Chopper Discord access. Myself, my betting card, Ben Raza, and Isaiah Suarez, is they're talking through NCAA baseball, and they've been smashing those streets. Can't tell you. I think Isaiah's like 6-0 over the course of the weekend. I was at a wedding. Good times. I couldn't do anything about it, but it was lovely to watch. I will tell you that much. We got my guy Eitan Shander firing up parlays. Come hang out with us. It's going to be a long couple months here over the summer, but I'm going to be firing up US Open golf bets. That's going to be going on. I'm going to be attending that one at LA Country Club there in a couple of short, what is it? Like 4 days away? I don't know. I don't know what day it is. It's Sunday night here. I'm ready to record. I'm ready to talk a little bit of Game 5 and talk a little bit of NBA, perhaps for the last time. Producer Alicia, let's get to the picks. Game 4 there, we had the Denver Nuggets take down the Miami Heat pretty handily once again, 108-95. Pretty much everything I said about Michael Porter Jr. and those minutes being extremely fragile came to fruition. And I'm really kind of upset with myself that I didn't fire some of these Michael Porter Jr. props. They were just so low. And again, we're coming around here back to Denver, and now it's even lower, 16.5 PRA in spots. We've got virtually crazy numbers you're looking at for 20 and 5 from him, 20 and 7 from the rebound perspective. Should still be able to get some kind of rebounds there, but that was kind of a wild, well, it's not wild at all. If he's not knocking down shots, he's a terrible defender. He's 6'10", he's out there, and he's just on stilts. I'll close out on you. Flailing around. We got to work on that, Michael Porter Jr. in the offseason. But hey, I'm glad he's gone an entire NBA season thus far being healthy. That is a big win for him and a big win for this basketball team and their future because, well, when he's knocking down shots, he can be very, very important here. But we're going to talk through the lean, like, and lock here in this situation. And again, if it's your first time tuning in, where you been the entire year? But secondly, glad to have you here today. Miami. No Tyler Hero yet again for Game 5. So some of the talk of him being there for Game 2 earlier in the season, that was pretty much all for naught. Miami is massive. They're massive dogs here. Once again, 9. I find that total to be perfectly efficient. Again, we're staying completely away from that like the plague. But I kind of have a weird lean. And this just has everything to do with the fact that Denver pretty handily took care of work there. And I do trust Eric Spoelstra as one of the smarter basketball coaches who will unload the bench at will, try to find anything to click, make massive adjustments, take some swings. You're down 3-1. You have nothing to lose here. And when your back's against the walls like that, Miami plus 9.5, getting nearly 10 points. I hope this number moves to 10. I think this is kind of why I haven't fired it up. The prevailing number has been 9. There are a couple of 9.5s with minus 115 sitting around there. And that's where I'm kind of leaning towards. But can we get a 10 on the board by tomorrow? Can the public take this thing to the moon? That'd be great, because I would really love to be hopping in and enjoying this little spot. Again, do I think Denver wins this basketball game? Absolutely. I'm not crazy. You saw game 2. That's really the only one where Miami was knocking down shots in a pretty considerable manner. But since then, it's just been all Denver. Again, Miami not being able to summon more than 95 points in either game at home. That's problematic. And I think a lot of that has to do with what the consolidated bench has been for Denver. And they've been getting productivity. Game 3 was the Christian Brown show. Game 4 was the Bruce Brown show. So we'll talk about the Browns when we get to Balak. A little foreshadowing, my friends. But let's get ourselves to the like section here, because, well, this entire season, we've just been riding with Nikola Jokic. It just has to happen. And I'm going to double check his number here because, well, you know where I'm getting at with this. He's going to play 44 minutes, 46 minutes in a closeout scenario here. Obviously, it's not a must win, but don't you just kind of want to have this thing over with? Yeah. Jokic has been playing massive minutes in game 3 and 4 there. Those felt like the must-win components there for Denver. You didn't want to have to come back home, even though you already got that game 3. Game 4, they just looked free, open, knocking down shots, and Miami really incapable at doing so at the moment. But because of the minutes bump there, you're obviously looking at the assists as the least likely of the 3 columns. Rebounds are definitely something you want to be paying attention to, as well as their Ramona Shelburne asked the question, and nobody else did. That's probably a good thing. Where, you know, are you trying to make him a scorer on purpose at times? I don't know. All I know is it's plus 120 on FanDuel.com right now. Yeah, FanDuel Sportsbook. This is the best available number. And sometimes if you go 20-10-10 in the single game parlay section, you can maybe even get a better price on this one. So always be playing around with that. We've talked about that, I don't know how many times in the premium Discord and on the Odd Shop throughout the entire NBA season. But Nikola Jokic triple-double. We just got to run it back for the brand, run it back for the people. Nikola Jokic to triple-double at the best price that we've had now in 3 games, where he went from plus 110. We capitalized game 3, minus 115. Went flat. That was not enjoyable. But again, only a half unit loss there in game 4 as a result of only 2 plays on the card for that one. Didn't even end up on the lean there before, coming off of a 4-0 sweep there in game 3. Didn't want to press my luck, but I do want to press manscaped.com. Producer Alicia, one more time. Hit me, baby, one more time. Shave it all, my friends. Take care of your body. Take care of your loins. Take care of your manhood at Manscaped. Or, you know, again, manhood. We can be sensitive. We can be enjoyable people. But you know what? It always feels better to have presentable situations, if you know what I mean. I think you do, because we're obviously talking about my balls. Manscaped.com, my friends. Get 20% off and free shipping using promo code Stochastic right now. No doubt about it. If you go to manscaped.com and you take a look around, you're going to find yourself some really, really appealing things. We're talking the best in male grooming, whether it's the Lawnmower 4.0 that I don't know how many times I've talked about. Maybe I get another chance to talk about it here come game 6 if there is one, but more than likely, based on the numbers, based on the books, we are going to say probably the last time I get to say those words on this NBA program for quite some time. But you also have the Beard Hedger Pro Kit, the Performance Package 4.0. That's really all you need to know. Let's go. LETSGO. I really have nothing else to add. If you guys want to have the best looking situation that you possibly can have, situate yourself over to manscaped.com right now. Use promo code Stochastic when you go to get 20% off and free shipping. That's all I got. Thank you so much. I know producer Alicia is going to miss this forever. I mean, there's just pain and sadness in those eyes. Pipopio, or I can't remember exactly what he called him. Forgetting Sarah Marshall? Anyone? I'm talking to myself. It's been a day, guys. Let's go to the lock section, shall we? And this, I said, we're going to talk about Brown and Brown, but specifically, what can Brown do for you? Well, not the BRAUN version, because Christian Brown, he's been awesome. And that game 3 was really electric, and he can still come in defensively and compete and do things for you in that game 4. They're already playing a pretty tight bench with only 8 guys in that rotation. Jeff Green as well, being that third piece. I mean, but we're going to go to Mr. Bruce Brown is kind of the conversation piece I want to have. I was going through some of the series numbers, and you can do that over at Basketball Reference, probably the easiest spot to go do it, and see some of these series situations. And we know the minutes have been trailing down for Michael Porter Jr. as his defense has disintegrated into, I don't even know where it went. Maybe he never had it all along. Probably not. But he can knock down shots, and when he's not doing that, he's not going to be on a floor because there's really no point. But you're looking at a guy who's shooting 13.6% from three in this series in Michael Porter Jr., 29.3% from the field. That is the worst on the basketball club by a landslide. So, what are we doing here when Bruce Brown is sitting within an 11.5 point prop? Coming off of a game where you saw those minutes severely extended, and now you go through some of the usage numbers and the shooting numbers for Bruce Brown, shooting 53.1% from the field, 50% from three over the course of these 4 games, 85.7% from the line. Is he shooting it a ton? No, the usage is sitting right around 19.5%, but that's higher than Michael Porter Jr. in his time on the floor so far in this series. Just saying. It helps to be knocking down shots. It helps to be the better defender by the two by an absolute landslide. And it helps to be in the lock section because that's been a good place to be over the course of these NBA playoffs. I hope you've enjoyed it. I sure have. Perhaps our last lock of the entire NBA season this year. Bruce Brown over an 11.5 points. He averaged 11.6 during the regular season in just 28.1 minutes per game, coming off of 29 and 30 minutes the last two. Think that that's a pretty low number in a spot where he's been efficient, and you could see even more minutes coming down the pipeline in the event that, well, Michael Porter Jr. sucks. And that does it for another edition of Lindy's Leans, Likes, and Locks. You know what to do. Go to that comment section below. Let me know one more time for the Gipper, my friends. Let me know your favorite plays on this Game 5 card. Going to be firing up some stuff, I'm sure, in the premium Discord, maybe putting together an underdog card or a prize card or things of that nature. You can always go to that video description box below, see all of the great offerings we have here at Stokastic and Odd Shopper. Yeah. We're having a lot of fun here. We're going to close out the NBA season strong. Check out BetMGM. Again, another great opportunity to jump in, get those 2 free months. And then also up to $1,000 you're going to get back on your first bet when you fire it up. If you bet $50, you'll get 100, or if you bet 50, you'll get the money that you win. If you bet 100, you'll get the money that you win. If it loses though in either of those, you're going to get the money that you wagered back in bonus bets all the way up to $1,000, only if you're 21 and over. And if you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER. Alrighty, y'all. Until next time, whenever next time is, I'm Eric Lindquist. Best of luck in the NBA streets on Monday.